In 2020, a restaurant chain displayed pictures of their food covered in mould. As a result, sales actually went up. Why? I'll say that again. In 2020, a restaurant chain displayed pictures of their food covered in mould. As a result, sales actually went up. Why?
Now, I did see a invention, which was a sandwich Ziploc bag, right? And it had mould printed on the outside. So what you would do is you'd put your sandwich inside, leave it in the lunch break room, and no one is stealing your sandwich.
That's perfect.
And so a restaurant can do this. They give you your bowl of food and then put a layer of plastic that looks like mold on top so that if you go to the bathroom, the other people at your table won't steal it.
Yeah, or if you do takeaway at home, those cheeky roommates of yours are not getting their hand on your funky pad thai.
I apologise for telling this story, but it is one of the most disgusting but logical things I've seen. Which, like, the kid was like a teenager. He's like 14 or 15. He could get away with this. He did not want anyone stealing any of his chips and nachos. So he just spat slightly into the nacho cheese as he went off to the bathroom. Because his theory was, it's all going in my mouth anyway. And no one else. But at the same time, that managed to make everyone... this was a bowling alley. This is how much this is burned into my memory. Everyone else at the bowling lane just go, ugh, just a little, and none of us could rationally work out why. Just some primal disgust response to that.
It's such a like, you know, teenager kind of attitude. I can just imagine like having brothers nearby and just licking every single chip, you know, just making full eye contact. Just like,
I get it.
If this bothers me, but it bothers you more.
Right.
Now, I'm not a big mold eater, but there are some foods that are supposed to have mold on them, like cheese restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Cheesecake Factory, but with a blue cheesecake.
Oh, no.
They use blue cheese ice cream on MasterChef sometimes when they're
I
baking.
apologise to everyone who's listening to this show while eating. This was a rough first question if you were sitting down for dinner at this point.
And on to the maggot question.
Oh, no.
I reckon Tom's being cheeky about the word mold here. Because I can imagine if he said it, it's like, and then they added a mossy fungus to the whole thing. But what they really mean is they just put mushrooms on it. Is there a mold which is actually just a food item that you can?
Well, this is because I was thinking like for people, and I think this is fairly big in the UK and Australia as a meat alternative. Other than the Beyond, there's corn or quorn if you want to pronounce the U in it.
Delicious.
And that isn't a mold; that's a fungus. But it's a mushroom thing, but it's like grown in a vat.
It's a mycoprotein.
It's a mycoprotein, and that kind of is a big fungal sort of mass that grows, and it's delicious. Everybody should eat this fungal mass.
Is it technically a mold?
But I don't think it's technically a mold. But if it is, then is that it? Was it corn? Was it corn brand?
In this case, I am not being cheeky about the word mould. You are picturing exactly the right thing. This is a pretty gross close-up photo of the restaurant's food covered in mould.
I want to say I remember this. Oh! I got it.
Can you now say that you remember this?
I'm pretty sure this was an advertising campaign. I'm going to say like maybe it was a Hungry Jack's / Burger King for all the people who live in the Burger King world.
Oh, well done on not just identifying the restaurant, but also translating it out of Australia, where Burger King could not get the local trademark.
Yeah, we already had a Burger King. No one's ever eaten there, but we've all eaten Hungry Jack's, where they went, hey, we have no preservatives. Here's a photo of our burger after 5 days on a shelf, and it's all moldy and terrible. And that was their advertising campaign. It's natural food. It goes off.
Yes, your memory is spot on. Congratulations. This was a campaign by advertising agency Ingo Stockholm called the Mouldy Whopper for Burger King / Hungry Jack's. And the tagline was, the beauty of no artificial preservatives. And they say that it increased sales by 4%. Now, whether you want to trust in advertising agencies' claims on how effective their advertising is, I don't know. Have you ever heard of the McFossil?
Ooh.
I don't think so.
It was a McRib, but they were like, hey, you know, one of those frozen woolly mammoths that we found? We're going to resurrect it. We're going to turn it into a McRib.
Flintstone style, yeah.
Flintstone style!
No, this is a McDonald's burger bought in 1995 that is still intact and mold-free.
Oh.
All right.
Whether something has been done to that and its environment, we don't know. But that was particularly what Burger King were pushing back against. The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.